Well, Chris, this is a sweet little Falcon 61 wagon.
Yes, sir.
You're right here at the Lead Sled Spectacular. Plenty of going on, like they're sectioning a car right behind us.
That's right. That's right.
You gotta love that.
It's got to deal with it.
But I really dug this car. I was going by and I saw it, and I said, "Oh man, look at that! It's a stretched Falcon wagon."
Right.
She looks stretched.
We get that a lot. We get that a lot. When you lay them down on the ground, that's kind of.
But you're saying
changes the proportions of the car.
This is just a stock size body.
Stock size body. It started life as a two-door wagon, and I drove it around for a long time like that, and always liked the car because it was a two-door wagon.
Yeah, well, you don't find those. And it's it's a cool body style. The first gen Falcon, I've always liked it. It's a happy car,
Right.
And it's it's kind
everybody
of
had one. Yeah,
everybody had one. Everybody's got a Falcon story.
Family car.
But man, you've really done a lot of stuff here. Obviously,
Thanks.
you've dropped it down. It's on air.
Yes, it's on airbags. Yeah, air ride, shockwaves all the way around. It's 4-linked in the back. It's got a Maverick rear end, and I had to modify it pretty heavily in the back end and the front end to get it down as low as it is, but it drives good. We drove it 800 miles from San Antonio, Texas.
From San Antonio to here.
Yes, sir.
She drives pretty nice.
Drives awesome. Drives really good. I didn't get to run the air a whole lot because it was so hot up in the Oklahoma Texas border. Man, we had to turn the air off and just cruise with the windows down. Yeah, my dad and I drove up
just
here.
Like old times.
We had a good time.
Well, and I love what you've done paint wise. I mean,
thank you.
You got the metal flake flames and some pinstriping in there.
Right.
Very cool gloss black. But man, it's your roof here. That is some really intricate lace work and lace and beyond, really.
Yeah, it's kind of like 60s, we kind of wanted to go throw the 60s, kind of Larry Watson style, graphics and stuff like that in it. I've always kind of respected the 50s and 60s cars. That's kind of how the lowrider thing started, so I kind of wanted to throw it back into the 60s, and kind of give it a lowrider effect, but yet it's still a 60s custom,
Yeah, you really
and I wanted
a few things together.
Real subtle. I wanted it real subtle, and not just real bright colors that'll pop off, but in the sun, when it hits the sun, it comes alive.
Well, it does, and then the side graphics and stuff. But I mean, that's pretty complex. That's a lot of work.
Thanks. Well,
But that's what you do.
Right, that is what we do. We have a shop down towards an hour west of San Antonio in a little town called Center Point, and there's 4 of us, me and my 4 guys.
That's cool,
and
man.
I have a guy that works for me. He's an awesome artist.
And how about the interior is cool too. Those are Falcon seats, yes?
Actually, no. We a friend of mine. He's Vernon McKean did the interior on this car. He's 85 years old this year,
Wow.
and he's been doing it since the late 40s. And he actually told me, I'm a bench seat guy. I wanted the bench seat in there. I drove it around for 7 or 8 years with the bench seat in there, and when I committed to do the upholstery, I kind of gave him free rein, and he said, Chris, how do you feel about bucket seats? And I said, well, Vernon, you know how the game is. If you want to do it, you do it. I said, I'll get you some Mustang seats or some T-Bird seats to save me some money. No, I want to build my own seats.
So he built these things?
He built the drivers out of the original bench seat. He cut it in half and welded it back together. And I got him another one out of a salvage yard south of San Antonio, and he built the passenger side.
I love the padded dash, though.
Yeah,
that is really intricate too.
You look at the 60s kind of higher end model cars. They've always got padded dashes and stuff, and I really wanted a padded dash in this car, and that's kind of what started the whole deal. Vernon, I knew Vernon could pull it off. He made a fiberglass mold for the dash, and it comes off, and he pads it, and then it goes back on. So
and then the padded console too.
He handmade all that stuff.
It's killer. And then side graphics, you got the flames, but then the midsection is some other graphics, more geometric, and then this. I mean, you got a lot going on here.
Yeah, I've got a guy that works for me, and he is, super talented artistic wise, and I kind of gave him free rein and told him kind of what I wanted.
Crank window.
Cranks up, works good.
And I love that.
Yeah, it's kind of our shop logo, that crown, we made that crown on the bench and we chromed it and everything, and that piece there is also handmade. Vernon handmade that piece. That covers all my air ride control. Because the car being a wagon, I don't have a trunk to stick it in.
Exactly.
So we have to deal with it there, and the center section comes out to service everything.
And you don't have the 170 straight 6 left in her?
I don't. It's got a 351 Windsor with a C4 automatic.
Let's go look at it.
Sure, yeah.
Open her up, Chris.
Yeah, sure. Now, the engine, it's not much to look at, but it is it's 351, and I've had, like I said, I drove the car throughout the process, and I've had the car for about 10 years, so we've been.
And you drove it from San Antonio.
I drove it from San Antonio, and so one day when the motor, gives it up, I'll pull the motor and finish out the engine bay very nice and everything. But for right now, she's a good driver. You know, she works well.
So
she's
cool.
very solid. You know.
Man.
Now,
have you been to the Lead Sled Spectacular before?
You know, I have. I came probably 5 or 6 years ago and heard Bill Hines was chopping a top here, so I wanted to come and meet him and watch him chop a top. And I've always wanted to come back to this show. I really like
Salina. I heard it too. In fact, I'm hearing it now.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
It's very cool, and I love your '61 not stretched Falcon Wagon, even though it looks stretched.
That's
very
right.
cool.
Hey,
Great
appreciate
work,
it,
Chris.
Dennis. Nice to meet you.
That is a nice ride.
Thank you.